I asked you to send me your dumbest redstone ideas. I picked out my favorites, and now I'm gonna build them. Eric Didick has asked for a working esophagus that pushes mobs or players down into a stomach. And Rocket Dragon 3818 has asked for an anatomically correct recreation of the human digestive system. So I thought I would combine those two ideas together. So here we have Steve with a spoon in his mouth. So let's give him something to eat. I'm just going to give him a couple of creepers here. Pretty standard human food, but his mouth isn't open and you kind of need to open your mouth to eat. So I'm just going to flip that lever and then his mouth is going to open. And then once his food reaches the back of his throat, he's going to swallow it. And it's gonna go into his stomach, where it gets digested. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know, Steve's stomach doesn't actually have acid in it, it has molten lava instead. Steve can hold more weight in his inventory than there is matter in the universe, so it shouldn't be a surprise that this is how his stomach works. Ben Pickford E90 says, can we have the sequel to the Christmas tree door, The Pumpkin Door, which plays a spooky Halloween song before you open it. I know it's a bit late for this, but I made the original post on Halloween, so whatever. Let's just pretend it's still Halloween. So here's the pumpkin door, and I think it looks pretty good. So the only other thing we need is a spooky Halloween song. And personally, I think there's only one correct answer here. There we go. Now it's fully open. There's a few gaps here and there, but never mind that. Just pretend they're not there. And then if we want to close it again, then of course we have to listen to it again. This is what the door looks like, and yeah, it's very messy. I put it together in like an hour, so I was just trying to make it work. And these are all of the note blocks for Spooky Scary Skeleton. Penguin Cannon 9000 says, since you made a fan, make a bladeless fan. So, I'm now well past 400,000 subscribers, which means that, as promised, this door will now open. See, if I put my even bigger clout into this chest, it accepts it, and the door opens. And there's yet another door, of course. Okay, let's see what's in there this time. A door that only opens when Purplers has 500k subscribers. If I put my 400k clout in here, then it doesn't accept it. So yeah, you know the drill by now. This door will only open at 500,000 subscribers. Fishman2233 has asked for a room with a jukebox that drops parrots in whenever you play a disc, and optionally has the parrots retract back into the ceiling. Scotland. Ralp11 has asked me to make a fridge that only dispenses food if you solve a Rubik's Cube. Well, for that, first I'm gonna need a working Rubik's Cube in Minecraft. Here's one I made earlier. There's just one small problem with this though. As much redstone as there is here, it doesn't actually have a way to detect when it's solved itself. Like, we never made a redstone circuit in this that can tell you when the cube is solved. The only indicator of when it's solved is the actual cube itself. So I'm gonna have to make some upgrades.
2 hours later.
So now that it's been retrofitted with solve detection, we can start scrambling the cube. Because yes, this thing does have an auto scrambler. Sometimes I forget just how cool this thing is. This thing over here is just generating a random sequence of moves and then turning the cube automatically to scramble it. And you can kind of see that here with how these redstone towers light up. And slowly but surely, all of the faces of the Rubik's Cube are getting muddled up. This might take a while.
2,000 years later.
Well, it looks like it's finished scrambling the cube now. So here we have a fridge. And as you can see, it's not giving me any food. And that's because this Rubik's Cube is not solved. I just need to look at the cube real quick so I know what to do. And so now bear with me while I solve this. Okay, that's the first step done. Okay, that's the second step done. 2 more to go. Now it almost looks solved, but there's one more step to do, just to fix these stickers around the edge here. And now it's just one turn away from being solved. So here we go, the final turn. And there we go, it's solved. And as you can see, this lamp turned on, which means that our solve detection is indeed working. So now we can finally go to our fridge and get some food from it. Rotten flesh? I did all that for just rotten flesh? For God's sake. What kind of sick scam is this? Jagex says, add sailing to Old School RuneScape. Well, that's not really a dumb Redstone idea, is it? Oh yeah, I should probably explain, shouldn't I? This video is sponsored by Old School RuneScape, because they're about to launch a huge update, which is going to bring a brand new skill to the game for the very first time, sailing. You can build, upgrade, and customize 5 different ships, and sail them alone with a crew of NPCs, or even better, with a group of friends. And with your ship and crew, there's loads of new areas to explore in their massive map expansion, new enemies to battle, and tons of rewarding quests to grind. And all this new content is for people of any skill level, no matter if you're a seasoned veteran or you're just starting out. And it all kicks off on November 19th. That is the launch date. So if you've been thinking about getting into an MMO, now is the perfect time to try out Old School RuneScape. You can find it through my link in the description at osrs.game/purplers. DJ Catalyst 53 has asked for a 3x3 door that requires 2-factor authentication. Welp, here's a 3x3 door. And next to it is this thing. Some of you might recognize this phone as the Galaxy Note 7 that exploded in my very first Dumb Redstone Ideas video. Don't worry, it's not going to explode this time, I fixed it. See, there's nothing inside here that could possibly explode. So if I try to open the door, then nothing happens. But if we look over at the phone, then it's brought up an alert asking us if we want to open the door. And if we press no, then the alert goes away, and nothing still happens. But if we try opening the door again, and this time we say yes, then of course this time, it opens. But unfortunately, there's nothing in here. So I guess there's nothing left to do but close the door again. And yeah, that's basically it. A 3x3 door with 2-factor authentication. Oh, for God's sake. Not again. Jimmy Huang 3676 has asked for a combination lock where you enter the input by flying through an elytra course. For example, flying through a red ring, then a green ring, then a blue ring. So in front of me is a door, and then behind that are these rings. And the only way this is going to open is if I fly through all of the correct rings in the correct order. So if I just try flying through random rings, if I just try red, and then green, and then blue, like it said in the comment, and then we go back to the door, well, it's not opened, because that's not the password. And we can keep trying to fly through these all day, and we probably won't get the password. Because just like a normal combination lock, there's no way to tell if you've actually entered the correct numbers. But through my omniscient powers, I just so happen to know that the password is in fact magenta, cyan, yellow, pink, lime. So let's try that. Magenta first, then cyan, then yellow, then pink, and then finally, lime. And if you get the password right, then the door will open up. It shot in my face. That's rude. What the heck is going on here? Well, inside each of these rings is, as you've probably guessed, a calibrated skulk sensor that is listening out for players flying with elytra. And that is all packed inside this little bit here. And when it hears someone flying with elytra, it will send a redstone pulse all the way down here. All of that redstone is hidden inside this wooden pole. Yeah, trapdoors are super overpowered for decoration. And all of those redstone signals end up underground, where they all get fed into a combination lock. I made this design with Crafty Masterman and Sacred Redstone. And when it gets the correct password, it will of course open the door. But that doesn't explain how it closed in my face. But the answer to that is very simple. even more skulk sensors. I just put a ton of them under here, and if a single one of these hears you flying, it will very quickly reset the lock and shut the door in your face. User VisinkatelN9F has asked for a machine that makes a villager go up and down with soul sand and magma blocks. MCal3768 has asked for a useless lever that destroys the lever and then crafts you a new one. Okay, so I've got my lever here, and there's this monstrosity in front of me, so I'm gonna place the lever down here, like it's telling me to, and then flip it, and then it does the regular old useless lever thing, but now it's gonna wash it away, and then give me a new one. So what's happening there is I place the lever here, and then flip it, and then this rises out the ground. It then dispenses water here to flush it down into a hopper minecart. It then dispenses it up this bubble column into lava, and then it triggers an autocrafter to give me a new lever. And this autocrafter will never run out, because it has a dedicated bamboo farm that's constantly crafting new sticks, and an automatic cobblestone farm. And then down here is just the useless lever itself, the part that actually destroys the lever, and the rest of this is just to control the water that flushes the lever away. Asalipi has asked for a machine that can answer this question. If an object with the shape of a rectangle with a length of 2,520 kilometers and a width of 6.56% of its speed every rotation of 3 seconds, the rightmost point on the object touching point A, how far away are the 2 points? Epic Gaming 1195 has asked for a 3x3 piston door with a different lever for every piston. You have to do the opening sequence manually to get through. So here's a 3x3 door. Then there's a bunch of levers here for every single piston movement that needs to happen. And then under here is a bunch of messy redstone wires going to each individual piston. So to open the door, you need to do this, 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 and these, and then retract all of these. And then to close it again, you need to do this, 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 and this, and then flip all of these on. So the speed of the door is entirely down to how fast you can flip all these levers. So for the opening, it's this, 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 and this, and then retract all of these. How fast was that? I don't know. When I'm editing this, I'll put a timer on the screen. And then for the closing, it's this, 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 and then all of these. You know how people always joke about waiting for a really slow door to open while running away from a creeper? Well, let's try that. How am I going to do this? I need to bait the creeper over here and then run away. First move, that one. Okay, come over here. Come over here. Oh, I almost fell off there. I can get these 3. Then that one. I can get these 3. Okay, extend that and that. Come over here. And then I can get this, 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 and this. Okay, it's open. Now I can get away. Oh. But wait, how do I close it? Fuck. Door giveaway when has asked, door giveaway when? At 1 million subs, I will personally give you a wooden door. So you better get subscribing. A very cool spider-PL has asked for a machine that launches the player across all 3 dimensions back and forth. Okay, once I stand on these pressure plates, I will not be touching my keyboard anymore. Yeah, this is just gonna keep looping over and over forever. RomClick289 says, beat the record of the smallest Minecraft 3x3 redstone door. Yeah, that's not happening. ArtaDias8462 has asked for an ice boat course that changes on the second lap to make people question their memory. I've got 2 boat racing YouTubers here, New Kiddo and this guy. No, you're supposed to do the Freebird. It's the Freebird guy. Freebird, They're gonna do a boat race, but first they need to kind of familiarize themselves with the track. So if you just want to do some practice laps first, you just go whenever you feel like
I'm
it.
just going. Oh god, what is this?
What?
Oh, what?
You guys need to work together to complete the race. It's a new catch-up mechanic, you see. Slowing the leader down so the person in last can catch up.
Okay, so if I go here, you go there, and then we can get through.
Do you feel like you've familiarized yourself with the course enough?
Okay, fine, yeah, I guess so.
3, 2, 1, go.
No, oh my god, I got boat lagged.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so what do we do now? Whoa, whoa.
Oh, it goes left now. Hey, that's not normal. That's not normal. Hello?
Oh, and it's a free overtake for me.
Free boats!
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god. Oh no, 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 no.
I think he's testing if we like familiarize the track going left, what happens if he like flips it, you know, flips it around, and we're gonna be like, oh, I'm so confused because like it used to go left, now it goes right. No, round one. I'm going for this one. I'm joining the track. I'm here first. I'm here first. I'm here first. Oh, it turns right now. By the way, it
It
changed.
turned.
He's gonna be like, oh, you guys are gonna freak out because it's left and right, and you guys are gonna be like, oh no, what do I do when it's left and right? What are you guys gonna do?
You're on the last lap, by the way.
How do we? Oh, there was no lap thing in the bottom. It's over. It's actually so over. Unless. Can he do it? No, he can't. It's gonna be very close. Yeah. GG. That's why he's the goat. That's why he's the goat.
Basically, those pressure plates that you were on, they're not actually there as like a catch-up mechanic. It's just to make sure that you're both in the same place at the same time so that it switches without you realizing. It does this.
Ooh.
Oh,
Damn!
nice.
Wait, you made like insane, like giant redstone doors. And we couldn't even hear them because we're so far away.
Exactly. Because you're like halfway across the map focusing on the race while it's happening. If you look behind you, the first corner changed, but the last corner didn't change yet. If you actually drive backwards around here, if you were able to get past this barrier, which you can't, but if you were, then you would just run into a dead end. And then when you both trigger these two pressure plates, both of you look at the last corner.
Okay.
And then so you both go on that pressure plate.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
And then it changes behind you.
Okay. Dude, he's smart. I feel like he's smart.
GLS Clean says, make the 6-7 meme. Reed McLean 3574 has asked for an unflush piston door that sticks one block out of the wall. Funny you say that, because that's already a thing, and it actually has a name. It's called a deluxe door, and they even have world records for it. These are the smallest 2x2, 3x3, and 4x4 deluxe doors that don't use observers. So starting with the smallest one, it just does this. And there you can see it's closed, but it sticks one block out of the wall. And then after that one, we have the 3x3 deluxe door. And again, it's just kind of weird, to be honest. No disrespect to the people who made it, but I just don't understand why this became a door category. Redstonus PT has asked for a 1x320 piston door. Ben Murgy has asked for a machine that forces me to get off Minecraft and go to sleep. You know what? You're right. I should probably just get off and go to sleep. I've made plenty of contraptions for this video anyway. So, good night.